Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to How Shallow Bhakti and Sentimentally is Not Helping Hindus, J. Lakhani. That's kind of weird to say how shallow Bhakti is. Bhakti's about devotion. It shouldn't be shallow. Now, could people do Bhakti and could people claim to be doing Bhakti, but it be shallow? Yes. But generally speaking, genuine Bhakti shouldn't be shallow. Sentimentally not helping Hindus. That's kind of a weird statement to make, but anyways, I'm going to give this video a shot.
One day, a very great devout bhakta came in front of Ramakrishna and started, singing this, bhakti songs of God or goddess, and he had tears in his eyes, and he was with very kind of choking voice. He was singing, bhakti songs. His name is Kedar. And when he finished, he wiped his tears away, and he was about to go. He left. And typical of Ramakrishna, Vivekananda sitting next to him said, "What do you make of him?" Checking each other out. So this guy is very sharp. I told you, very rude and very rough. He said, "I don't like this wallowing in sentimentality." Straight, blunt. He said, "I don't like this wallowing in sentimentality." They just wallow in sentimentality. But then Ramakrishna would probe him, but he had tears in his eyes. He said, "Look," because he has come from university. He said, "Look, if you focus on any particular point of light for a long time without blinking, your glands in your eyes will produce liquid that will pour out, trickle out. That is not, this is, you can just stare at anything and you'll get tears in your eyes. That means nothing." But then Ramakrishna, maybe he was thinking of God, Krishna. He said, "How do you know he was thinking about God?" Maybe he's thinking about he's missing his wife. This is very rude. Why am I making a big thing about it? You see, this is one of the faults of modern Hindus. They wallow in sentimentality. They get highs and lows. So easy to get worked up and beat your drum and cymbals and dance and jump and get a high. But really, when you think about it, there is no depth to it. And the moment it finishes, they are back to their normal selves and gossiping and what happened. It doesn't have had any impact. So this wallowing in sentimentality, again, a unique feature of Hindus is something that this guy didn't like, and neither did Vivekananda. They dislike this wallowing. He said, "You Hindus," but he was very rough on the Bengalis. "You Bengalis, the only ras you developed," ras means particular attitude, is viraha, pining for your loved ones. And look, this is spread throughout India. If you look at all the kind of, there are so many other ras that you can develop. What are the other ras?
Before we go on, so basically it's saying that this emotion is just so temporary. It doesn't really have a depth of meaning. And this is something that I think along the lines of people's beliefs as well is a lot of people just believe in something, and the second that you question their beliefs, they either can't answer it and actually that's not the one I'm trying to go for. The one I'm trying to go for is the one that they believe in something. It's like, oh, then you explain to them a different thing and it's like, oh, I believe in that. It's that kind of a switch, that really quick switch where they're like this one where they're crying, bawling, and then 5 minutes later they're perfectly fine. It's like, what was that? And then when you're kind of talking to someone, then all of a sudden they just switch their point of views completely, and you merely just talk to them for a few sentences and they've completely changed their mind. Like, did you not think about your beliefs? Did you not think about your point of view? Did you not challenge your point of view to understand why you were believing in this? Or to understand why you're believing in this. You just believe in it and you're just like, okay, moving on. Those two I see as very similar in my mind. It's actually, they're one and the same probably, where people will bawl and cry and then the next minute they're perfectly fine. It's like, where did that come from? Did you actually really even mean it? To the point where like someone says, "Oh, I believe in this guy." It's like, well, so what about this, and this? Like, "Oh, you're right, I believe in your God." Like, wait, you just said you believe in the other one, then you just switch all of a sudden. It's like, yeah, but yours makes more sense. So you're just going to believe in it. You're not going to question it. You didn't even think about the last one.
Viraras, spirit of adventure. He told the Hindus, "Where is your spirit of adventure?" Look at these English people. They jumped on the boat, went all over the world and conquered the world. You are wallowing in, oh, my loved ones has gone away. Look at every Hindi film, look at every soap opera. It is wallowing in sentimentality. My loved one is gone, and that's all they do, day and night. Vira, vira. No other viras. Sense of adventure. Where is your sense of adventure?
I mean, to be fair, dramas are supposed to be like that. It's all about the emotion and sentimentality and drama. I can't blame soap opera and drama for that. That's the whole intent of that genre.
Oh, no other viras. Sense of adventure. Where is your sense of adventure? That is a ras too. Non-existent. What about hasya ras? Humor, non-existent. If you look at any of the Hindi films, you see that humor, there's not this slapstick, it's real, there's no humor there. In fact, look, I'll be very blunt. There is, you see, in Bengal, so this idea of wallowing in sentimentality is something to stand against. And modern India has not improved one bit. The same old pining for your loved one, going on, vira, they can only stick to that. The whole life, look, I'm telling you, flick on any of these TV channels, B4U, Sony, Z, whatever, and there's nothing but viraras pouring out day and night. It demolishes the dignity, the integrity of the whole nation. It kind of drains you, this sentimentality. It needs to wake up and come on, be adventurous, sense of humor, sense of adventure. Where is all that? Missing completely.
I get the shallow bhakti part. Sentimentality is not helping Hindus. I guess maybe there's too much focus on it. I mean, now I don't know Indian TV, and I know. So I had a Korean friend, and his mom likes watching Korean drama. My mom likes watching drama stuff too. I don't know what it is. So I'm wondering if it's probably roughly the same maybe in India, where I guess either women or there tends to be a lot of shows in drama. Now I've seen I've seen one film. I can't remember the name, but the song is Hands Up. And his gun actually has a name. Is it called Hands Up? I actually really like the film. It was quite comedic. Now, I don't know if it's meant to be that way, but that's the way I took it. And also, I watched some Corridor Digital where they review CGI and stuff of different films. And while Indian films are crazy, but they're so refreshing because, I think US film plays too safely, or they play, they stay within their lane, I suppose. And then I noticed, Japanese anime go crazy too, and then Indian anime, Indian film, they do go crazy a little bit, but it's also different and also great, and I love it because it's just refreshing. It's different. You watch American film, they're all pretty similar. Then you look at Japanese, they go crazy, but it's probably, if you lived in Japan and watched their stuff, it's all pretty similar. And in India, I'm pretty sure it's the same, where there's a lot of similarities in terms of how they make their film, but from someone who's not watched Indian or Japanese stuff, it's very refreshing. It's different. It's crazy. Now I don't know how many people watch American stuff. I think maybe it's crazy, maybe it's not. Maybe it's pretty straightforward. I'm not sure. So Shallow Bhakti, I get that, where it seems like they're very emotional. Very strong emotion, devoted to what it is, but it's all just for 5 minutes. Looks like a show. Sentimentality, I don't quite understand that. Maybe because I don't experience it, or maybe I didn't quite understand them. Probably both, honestly. I see being too sentimental could be a problem, where it prevents you from doing anything else, or maybe you're too hyper focused on drama or love or whatever it may be, and you lack and it ends up preventing the person and maybe even other people from doing other things, which you was talking about, adventuring. To be adventurous, instead they're so focused on sentimentality as opposed to being adventurous, and that's kind of lacking. but I'm not too sure. Let me know. Anyways, this is my reaction to how shallow Bhakti and sentimentality is not helping Hindus. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.